If you've ever modified a Japanese car or are looking for an exhaust system for your current Japanese car, Tomei should be a recognizable name. They make a ton of options out there. We're going to be unboxing and take a look at this Tomei Expreme Titanium exhaust system. We go over what comes with it, what quality is in there, and just an overall look of what to expect if you pick up this system for your car. This is a customer's exhaust, by the way. We asked if we could borrow it for this video. So I want to be as nice as possible to the box so we can still send it off to them. So, like I mentioned, this is a titanium catback exhaust for a VA Subaru WRX. So this will contain everything basically from your mid-pipe back. So we're just going to kind of lay everything out here and we can take a look at what we got. First impressions, obviously with this being a full titanium system, this stuff is insanely lightweight. Like this is literally weighs nothing. We picked up this whole box, it felt like there was nothing in it. You pick up these parts and you practically just throw them around. So insanely light system. So if you are looking for something like that, titanium is obviously the way to go. Saves a ton of weight. Right here we should have the actual muffler itself. So this is, I believe, a 3-inch exhaust system. We get a single exit, big old muffler on here. We do have the burnt tips, which we'll be taking a look at in a second once we get everything out. And then we do have an additional box in here, which should be all of our gaskets and additional hardware. So laid out, we got the 3 sections of the exhaust. We got our big old box of goodies here, which we'll take a look at, see what we got. Because for some reason, some companies don't include everything. So looks like we got hangers for this giant old muffler that we got here to help any vibration, stuff like that. Looks like we got our clamps. We actually get a silencer, so it's interesting that companies are still keeping this in their products. This obviously bolts into the tip of the muffler if you want to keep it a little more quiet, but you're getting an aftermarket exhaust, so why would you want to do that? But you have the option if your neighbors get a little grumpy, you have a solution for them. We get actually a bunch of goodies in here. So we have our hardware pack, which is all nicely individualized, so you don't get them all mixed up here according with your gaskets. Looks like we got some additional tubing and stuff like that. And then we also get a little badge and we get a license plate frame. How about all that? And a sticker. They hook you up. Tomei got you hooked up with all this stuff. It's pretty neat. So I'm sure somewhere in the comments someone is going to bring this up, so we're just going to touch on it real quick. This is a Tomi USA brand. Now back in 2019-ish or so, there has been a bit of an upset between Tomi USA and Tomi Japan. Now that is a complete topic for probably a different video, but just know that there is a little bit of backstory with those two different things because they are apparently a little bit different, and there was some beef that was squashed back in about 2019 or so. So if you want some info on that, just let us know. We can definitely do a video on that. But we are looking at the exhaust today. Let's crack open the actual muffler here so we can actually take a look at the burnt tips and the part of the exhaust that you're actually going to see when it's on the vehicle. So nice and shiny, brand new titanium exhaust. The muffler itself looks absolutely beautiful. You got that rainbow coloring on there, both on the beginning of the muffler itself and the tip. So this is a big old exhaust for a Subaru WRX, which will give you essentially the tone that you're gonna want. One thing with Tomei exhaust specifically, they are known to be on the louder side when it comes to aftermarket exhaust. They also tend to really focus on doing single exit exhaust. So just know that if you're looking for a dual exit exhaust for the WRX, that probably gonna have to go with something else, but a lot of people do run the Tomei brand, not only for Subarus, but especially in the Nissan community. The Tomei exhaust for like the 350Z, 370Z is like one of the go-to exhausts. Not to mention they also have a ton of like header solutions for things like the FRS, GR86, things like that. I ran them on my FRS for a long time. Sounded absolutely great quality, had no issues with it. We do get what looks like a laser etch Expreme Ti, so no, I'm not saying that wrong. It isn't Extreme, it is Expreme with a P. So that is one thing to note on there. If you ever see it on a website or something like that, it's not a typo, that's just how they spell it. So Tomei, like I said, they've been around for a long time. There's been, you know, a bit of back and forth with between the Tomei USA and Tomei Japan, but either way, you're getting some quality parts. Really, no one really has any issues with their exhaust and things like that. A lot of times we get a lot of good feedback about Tomei parts, especially when it comes to exhaust. Your welds and things like that are gonna be what a lot of people are looking at. You don't want those things cracking, especially for titanium exhaust. When you're spending that much money on exhaust, you don't want it to be, you know, falling apart as soon as you put it on the vehicle. So we've heard a lot of good feedback about these systems. They sound absolutely incredible. Like I said, just know they are gonna be a bit on the louder side. All in all, this kit will run you right around $1,290 to $1,300, which for a full titanium exhaust isn't that bad at all. When you're comparing it to some of the Greddy systems or HKS systems that aren't necessarily going to be titanium for the most part, having a single exit, very simplistic exhaust does help keep the cost down, but you do get the benefit of it being a titanium system, which is again why one of the reasons we see a lot of people go with the Tomei Expreme, specifically the single exit exhaust, because you can get a very high quality, good sounding exhaust for not a lot of money, especially when you're comparing a lot of the other big brands. So we're gonna get this packed back up and sent out to our customer. We can't wait to see it on the car. We can't wait to hear it. And again, if you're looking for a Tomei exhaust for your car or interested in any of the other exhausts that we have available, let us know. Hit up Martini Works. If there's something you're looking for that's not on there, message us. We're adding parts to the website every day. It might just not be on there. So shoot us a message. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And if you are looking to mod your car at Martini Works.